So in this video, I'm gonna be breaking down some of the best certifications that you guys can start working on today that will earn you a lot more than even having a bachelor's degree. Now on this channel, I cover the highest paying remote work from home jobs on the internet. And a lot of times I come across these jobs where they're paying very well, $100, $150, $200,000 per year. However, they require you to have either a degree or years of experience. So in this video, I'm going to be covering some of the best certifications where you can actually earn more than people who have a degree. And these are certifications that you can do very easily, and they'll cost a fraction of the cost that it would take for you to earn that 4-year degree. So first of all, let's take a look at the average salary. So the average salary for a bachelor's degree holder in the United States is around $80,000 per year. Median weekly earnings of around $1,500. Now, of course, this will vary by field, experience, location. If you're outside the US, it may be different, but you can find this information relatively easily. So bachelor's degree, you're gonna be making around $80,000 per year. If you have a master's degree, then you're gonna be making just about $95,000. And if you only have a high school diploma, then you're making just about half of what you would if you had a bachelor's degree. So right at around $40,000 per year. So keep this in mind while we go through this video. And also Northeastern University did some research and their averages here are a bit lower. So if you don't have a high school diploma, it's around $32,000 per year. If you have a high school diploma, it jumps up to 42. Some college with no degree, around 46, associate degree, 50,000, bachelor's, just about $70,000 per year. So it's still right around that range. And again, this heavily depends on your location. Now, the next thing I want us to take a look at before we get into the actual certs would be the average cost to get said degree. So if we take a look at community college or community colleges, since they'll generally cost a whole lot less than out-of-state or private institutions, then the average is around $5,000 to $6,000 per year. Now, this does not include additional expenses. For example, if you're gonna be going to a community college out of your town or city, then you're gonna have either travel expenses or living expenses. And if you're going to probably a private college, then it may cost you a whole lot more. And even if you're going to a public out of state, it's still gonna cost you more. So this is gonna be one of the most cost-effective options. So $6,000 per year, that's gonna be just about $24,000 for you to get your bachelor's degree if you go to a community college. So keep that in mind. You can make around $80,000 per year, depends on your location, but around $80,000 per year if you have a bachelor's degree. And also, it's gonna cost you around $24,000 and 4 years, and that's at the very minimum to get that bachelor's degree. Now, let's take a look at some certs that you can do that will pay you just about the same or even more, and they won't cost you all that much. So first cert I want you guys to look at is the CFA, and this is a Chartered Financial Analyst. Now this cert is a globally recognized graduate level certification, and for this one of the criteria is that you need to have a bachelor's degree or the equivalent, or be in the final year of having your bachelor's degree, or if not, then have a combination of 4,000 hours of professional work experience and a higher education acquired over a minimum of 3 consecutive years. However, if you pass these exams and you are actually a chartered financial analyst, you can make a lot of money here. Now, this relates to finance. Another one here in finance would be the CFP certification. And this one, just about the same, you need to have a bachelor's degree. So these are both graduate level certifications, but I'm gonna show you guys just about how much money you could make doing these jobs. So for remote jobs, a remote CFA, the salary will vary widely, of course, but the average is around $77,000 to $100,000 or $108,000 for general financial analyst roles, but can go upwards of 150,000 if you're experienced. Now, if you're just starting out and you're getting your first entry-level role, then it does pay a bit less, anywhere from $45,000 to $70,000 per year with level 1. But as soon as you get more experience, then you'll get higher compensation here. Now again, if you're just looking for general remote roles and you search for remote CFA or remote financial analyst on ZipRecruiter, they're making around $77,000 per year to around $108,000 per year. And actually, we can take a look at this in just a second, but on ZipRecruiter, averages around 76. For a remote financial analyst, it's around 119,000. Glassdoor is showing ranges of 86 to 128,000 per year. So with this certification, you can be earning more than people who simply just have a bachelor's degree. If we go over to Indeed and we look up chartered financial analyst, we'll find jobs here. So this one doesn't have a salary. Here's one, equity financial analyst. This one is paying $125,000 up to $200,000 per year. A lot of these jobs don't have salaries. Here's one, investment analyst, $200,000 per year. Here is another one from Chase, paying just about $100,000 per year. So these are the jobs that you're gonna find if you have this certification or this designation. And this is how much money you could be making. Now, I know that this one is a graduate level cert, so a lot of you guys would be looking for something that you can do before you actually go out and get a bachelor's degree. So stick around because we're gonna cover that in just a second. But before we get into that, just a quick reminder here. If you guys are struggling with your resume or just simply with finding or landing interviews, be sure to check out this free resource that I created. The link is down below in the description. The free ATS Remote Resume Starter Kit. And 75% of resumes are filtered out before a human ever sees them. So your resume needs to be ATS optimized, or else you won't be getting any callbacks, you won't be getting any interviews. And this gives you everything you need to create a very professional, interview-ready resume that passes the ATS system and that will stand out to remote employers. So if you're on the hunt for a remote work from home job, link is down below. It's completely free. There's some bonuses in here as well. Really good resource for anyone looking to land a high-paying remote job in 2026. Now let's get into some other certifications that you guys can get that will help you earn a lot more than if you were to have just a bachelor's degree. So another certificate that you can look at, and this has to do with security. So first we looked at finance, now we're looking at cybersecurity. So the CompTIA A+ is an entry-level IT certification that validates core skills in hardware, software, networking, and security support roles. And the CompTIA Security Plus, this is the one I want you guys to really look at. This focuses on entry-level cybersecurity roles, career transition into security, and often it is a mandatory requirement for US government and military IT jobs. The exam focuses on practical security skills, validating that you can secure systems and respond to incidents. So this is a certification that you don't need a bachelor's degree or previous experience or just about anything to do. You can sign up, you can do the coursework, you can sit the exam, you get the certification, and you can start applying to jobs. So this is entry level, you don't need a bachelor's degree. However, if you want to get to the advanced level, you can take a look at the CISSP. This is the Certified Information Systems Security Professional. And this, very important here, this is a globally recognized and also a vendor neutral cybersecurity certification for experienced IT professionals. And it covers security and risk management, asset security, security architecture and engineering, communications and network security, security assessment and testing, software development security. And some of the jobs here would be for security directors and managers, security architects and engineers, security analysts and consultants, and also chief information security officers. And again, it is the gold standard in the industry. Global recognition opens up the doors to senior leadership and high demand roles. So if you're looking for that entry level, it's this one right here, the A+ security, and then advanced level would be this cert right here, the CISSP. Now, for these jobs, if you go over to Indeed, a platform like Indeed, and you look for the entry level, so junior security analyst, security engineer. A lot of these don't have a salary. So security engineer here, $100,000. This is level 4 though, so this may be a bit more advanced. Global cyber wordings analyst, this may not be related to IT. If we take a look at this one here, security analyst, level 1, $85,000 a year. Information security analyst here, $80,000 to $90,000 a year. Insider risk analyst is $70,000 to $110,000 per year. Cybersecurity specialist, $145,000 per year. So these are some of the jobs that you can land with a cybersecurity certification. And again, you don't need a degree to land that first cert right there. And you can simply sign up today and start working on this today. Now, these certs do cost a whole lot less than if you were to go out and do a degree, and we're going to take a look at that in just a second. But let's move on to another cert that you guys can do. So we covered security and we also covered finance. Now let's look at cloud computing. So cloud computing covers certifications like the AWS certification, which is a professional credential from Amazon Web Services that validates your skills in using cloud computing. So this will be a really good certification if you wanted to be a AWS certified cloud practitioner, if you wanted to be a solutions architect, a developer, a SysOps administrator, solutions architect, DevOps engineer, advanced networking, security, machine learning, and even data analytics. So you choose the role that you want and the level that matches your goals. You do the training, you build the skills, you take the exam, you pass the exam, and then you receive your cert or your badge and you can share this. But we'll take a look at another cert here as well, which is the Google Cloud certification, which also validates your skills, but this time using the Google Cloud platform for specific job roles. So this could be, well, Cloud Digital Leader is foundational, so validates understanding of Google's core concepts. Then we have the Associate Cloud Engineer, the associate level. Then we have the professional certifications, which are advanced. And these are some of the roles that align here. So Cloud Architect, Data Engineer, Cloud Developer, Cloud DevOps Engineer, Cloud Security Engineer, Machine Learning Engineer, Google Workspace Administrator. Now, as for jobs and salaries, if we look for Cloud Engineer online, you'll find a ton of these jobs. Cloud Engineer, Google Workspace and Cloud Engineer, no salary. This one has a salary, it's $100,000 to $126,000 per year. Azure Cloud Engineer. So Azure is another one that I missed out here. So AWS and Google Cloud are good, but if you're into cloud computing, another cert that you can do is Microsoft Azure. And for time purposes, I won't cover every single cert, but these are just some of the industry standards that you would get if you wanted to get into this field. So this is paying $140,000 per year. And I mean, you could go through DevOps engineer, $85,000 to $110,000 per year. And again, we'll take a look at just how much these certs cost in just a bit. Now, another cert that you guys should definitely look at, and this one doesn't have to do with landing a higher paying job per se, but this is the Google AI Essentials Specialization course or cert here, and it's completely free. It's beginner level. It only takes 4 hours to complete, but I would still recommend this certification. For one, because it's free. Two, it has to do with AI. And here you'll learn to use AI tools to help develop ideas and content. You'll also be able to use AI responsibly by identifying AI's potential biases and avoiding harm. You'll also learn to be better at prompting, so you'll be able to write clear and specific prompts to get the output you want, and apply prompting techniques to help summarize, create taglines, and do a whole lot more. And of course, help you stay up to date in the emerging landscape of AI. And this is going to be a valuable tool in just about any job or field that you're in. So if you're in cybersecurity, then this will help you. If you're in finance, this will help you. If you're into project management or sales, just about any skill set you have, Google AI Essentials will definitely be a great complement to your skill set. And so again, you probably won't be able to get a job with just this cert. Will definitely help you to, as they say here, boost your productivity with AI And if you know nothing about AI, then this is a great place for you to start. Now, with that all covered, let's take a look at how much it will actually cost you to do some of these certs. Now, remember that the average salary for a bachelor's degree is just around $80,000 per year. However, if you went to a community college, a low costing school, somewhere close by, you didn't have any additional expenses, it was gonna cost you about $6,000 per year, so around $24,000 to get that college degree. If you go out of state, you go to public, you go to private, it's going to be significantly more, could cost you upwards of $11,000 to $12,000 per year. So for the certified financial planner, the certification range from anywhere from $2,500 to over $12,000, depending on the educational path that you take. But even with the lowest costing 4-year degree program, this is gonna be just about half of the cost here. So if you already had a bachelor's degree and you were looking for some certification that would help you land a new job, getting to a new field, then this would be a great one to do instead of doing a second bachelor's degree, because here it would help you earn just as much and it would cost probably 50% or less of the cost of you actually going out there and doing a second bachelor's degree. Now we could take a look at some of the other certs here. So we could take a look at the Security Plus, which was a entry-level cert right here. And for the Security Plus, it typically ranges anywhere from $600 to $1,500. The exam voucher is only $425, and the study materials can cost anywhere from $100 to $1,200. If you fail the exam and you need to retake, it's $425. Now, for a lot of these certifications, you don't necessarily have to go to a traditional school and enroll and then pay, $1,200. You can use YouTube, you can purchase study material online. You can actually find full courses on Udemy and other sites or other similar websites that have courses where you can pay a fraction of the cost, maybe $100 to $200. You can get all the learning material. You can go at your own pace, and you pay $425 for the exam, and then you can get the cert. So this one is gonna cost you, way less than doing a degree. You could do probably 10 or 12 of these certifications and it still wouldn't cost you anywhere close to doing a 4-year college degree. Now, this is for Security Plus, so we could take a look at, let's say, AWS and see how much that one costs. This is the Amazon Cloud Computing Cert. So this one, for the foundational exam fee, it's $100. For associate, it's $150. Professional is $300. Specialty, it's $300. So, you guys could even advance in this career field without getting to $1,000. So getting with the cloud practitioner or the AI practitioner, then you could level up to solutions architect, associate, or data engineer associate for $150. Then for $300, solutions architect professional, DevOps engineer professional, and then specialty is another $300. And they also give you a 50% discount voucher here and free recertification. So really great place to start, and not mandatory, but here they're giving you an idea. So most candidates spend anywhere from $50 to $500 on preparation materials. Now they do have free resources here that can give you free online training. You can pay for subscriptions, or you can just go out there and pay for courses. But again, even if you spend $500 on this course and you did every single level here, it still would cost you way less than going out and doing a 4-year bachelor's degree. And as for the AI related certs, most of them are going to be free if they're entry level. So this is a really great way to get some certs that will earn you just as much as anyone who has a bachelor's degree is earning, and potentially more if you have several years of experience. So again, Google AI Essentials, really great cert. I would recommend it. Then Google Cloud certification was another one. We had the AWS certification, which was another one. Also the CISSP and the CompTIA A+ security. And then we had other certs here like the CFA cert and then the CFP certification. So comment down below, let me know which one of these certs you're interested in doing, or if you have any experience with any certifications that you were able to do in the past that significantly increased your income and it didn't cost you a whole lot. Comment down below so for anyone else watching this video, they'll get an idea of some other certs out there that they can look at. But as always, all the best with your job hunt. Really do hope that these videos help you to find that dream remote work from home job that you're looking for, that pays you a ton, gives you all the freedom and flexibility that you're looking for. But as always, all the best, and I'll talk to you guys very soon in the next video.